for a champion this cool, this good, frankly. Just it's a stupid miss, man. Goes in there, another nuke. Easy, easy. Thor, man, I can't believe I'm such an idiot. Hey guys, Ash here, Ray Shadow Legends. Welcome to the video. This is a bittersweet video, guys. It really is. First off, sending some love, some positive vibes your way, especially if you need them out there today. Thor Feyhammer, man, this guy looks awesome. Just like you think Thor should look like, right? I know there's a lot of guides already out there for Thor. I know that a lot of you guys, most of you guys, it feels like everybody has Thor, including my free-to-play thumbnail artist. Unreal. Thank you so much, Henry, for letting me use your account today, as we've done in the past before. So I'm going to share his free-to-play endgame Thor build and how much it's changed his account. I actually asked him, you know, how much of this will change your account as a free-to-play especially, and he said even for 4 years in the game, albeit 4 years with no spending, he still made a massive impact on his account. I'm going to show you the areas that he did. I'm going to show you the build that he uses, talk about a couple different builds that I would recommend if I had this dude. Those of you who have both him and like a Newt, he still doesn't strike me as game-changing as Newt did, or an Armand's, but like one little notch below, because he smacks. He seems like a monster, a beast. Basically, I only have myself to blame. This is, I'm complaining, but I'm blaming myself. But I came up 25 fragments shy on my last epic. I just must have missed an event or something, honestly, guys. So it really sucked. I didn't get my hands on him. Man, but he seems like a monster. So it's gonna be one that I'm gonna regret for a long time, missing this fusion, I suspect, because boy is he cool. So Wrath of the, real quick to go through his kit, I'm not gonna spend a lot of time on it, because again, odds are you guys have probably seen it before, but the cool thing is noteworthy, the decreased target's turn meter is great for Dark Fae areas like that, but also repeating the attack grants him more of the thunder counter, right, as well. So that's really nice that he has that repeat potential. On his A2, it's an AoE, and then after hitting the selected enemy, all other enemies will be hit in a random order. Each hit will be increasing the damage. He'll ignore block damage and unkillable as well. Henry even uses him in the arena, says he smacks in the arena. I took a look at the use rates of live arena, very low still right now, but man, there's no doubt about it, he can absolutely smack, especially with that A2 in the arena, ignoring the block damage, the unkillable against like a Leo, against a Helicath, champions like that, Allahs. Hammer of Heaven on his A3, a big hard-hitting AoE before attacking. He buffs himself with the damage buffs, and then he permanently decreases their resistance each time up to 50%, which allows everybody on the team to place their debuffs a lot more frequently. And then he has the decreased speed on all enemies for 2 turns, one of the most essential debuffs out there. I freaking love it. Every time he deals damage, he gets that Thunder Strike. Each Thunder Strike increases his damage, and once the Thunder counter reaches 10, all enemies, attacks all enemies, and then places a stun debuff for 1 turn. After the attack, Thunder counter resets. All that and attack in all battles by 30. We've talked about him a lot, but man, today I am so excited to give him a try, and Henry was nice enough to not only share obviously his build, but all the areas that he uses him as his main champion, his main DPS. But first, let's go ahead and take a look at the build here. By the way, I found it interesting that Henry, a free-to-play, endgame free-to-play, now has his first empowered champion, Candrafon. He also has Lady Mikage, Night Queen Crixia, and Ashnar, who kind of stinks for a mythical. But man, 3 mythicals on a free-to-play. I want to ask any free-to-plays watching right now, how many mythicals do you have, if any? Let me know.
And how are you even getting them without a prescription?
Granted, again, end-game free-to-play, but still found it interesting as kind of a litmus test. Is 3 realistic for end-game free-to-plays, or is this a lot? Did he get lucky? I have no idea. I know that he pulled Crixia from a Remnant summon, or at least I want to say he did. Anyway, I digress, guys. Sorry about that. Just curiosity got the better of me there. Thor Feyhammer. Reviews in-game, like, they're all glowing. Hydra, Campaign, Arena, Faction Wars, Spider's Den as well. My man Henry has him in a Lethal and Merciless. I would prefer, if I had him, first of all, nothing wrong with Lethal and Cruel, Lethal and Merciless. He's attack-based. Ignore defense is great as well. Great DPS out of this guy. I would probably go with a full all-out Merciless to get to the 6-piece Ignore more defense, if I had the gear, of course. Or I might go with a Slayer set, if I had it, right? A 9-piece Slayer because of the AoEs. I think the Slayer super hard to get, frankly, but man, it's really good. It's really solid. So I would love to try him in a Slayer. Let me know if you have. If not, I'd probably go Merciless. If not, I'd probably go Lethal in Cruel, or Lethal in Merciless as well. That works. So this is the build. His total stats here are going to be 6,700 on the attack. Very nice. 102 and 327 on the crit damage with a 234. All very solid. He has 240 on the accuracy, which is a little low. What does he have on the banner here? It's got to be attack, right? No, accuracy, not bad. Accuracy on the banner, crit damage on the amulet, attack. We have speed on the boots. No, we have attack with speed on the boots. Okay, that's how we got the attack. I like going the attack percentage, especially with that much speed. Great build here. Attack and attack as well. Crit damage with crit damage. And even with that accuracy being kind of low, guys, he's still going in there with the decreased resistance. Now, the bummer with the permanent decreased resistance is new Hydra heads that pop up. It's gonna reset for the Hydra heads, so that's kind of the bummer. So we really do want to place that decreased speed. Is probably one of my favorite parts outside the damage, obviously, out of this guy's kit. Nature's Wrath is the blessing for Thor. Everybody that I talk to, and I've talked to a lot of endgame players who actually like Thor as well. I want to show you right now in the background. I mentioned Greer quite a bit on the channel here, but he's one of the top clan boss damage dealers out there. Always hit me up with new strategies, new champion tests and stuff like that. This is what he did with Thor. And you can see what he says. My current Thor build damage, not bad for just a 2-star blessing. So how does he do value over replacement? He said doesn't compare to Geralt, but he has Geralt fully, you know, awakened and all that good stuff. So anyway, Thor, 736 million damage. That's just a little bit shy of Krisk in a curse set, obviously. So obviously no one's going to compare to Shiro. Like, I think he's the best clan boss damage dealer in the game right now, or Hydra clan boss, but still very, very nice damage there. He's bringing a lot to the table in addition to that too, decreasing resistance and, well, we just talked about it, decreased speed. So impressive damage there from an end game nightmare, almost 5 billion key there, right? Let's go back to the game here and Nature's Wrath. Oh, what blessing was he using on him? I'll show you his build too. So he was not using Nature's Wrath. I think Nature's Wrath is going to be the way to go on Thor personally, but what do I know there? So you guys can see that the gear that he has, around 8,000 on the base attack, similar on the crit damage here, and again really punting that accuracy on that particular build. All right, guys, let's go in here. Here's the masteries that we're going to be running. Oh, interesting that he has them in Helm Smasher here. That's very interesting on Sir Henry. I would kind of default to War Master, but that's interesting as well. All right, so there we go, guys. That's the build. Let's go ahead and show this guy off, man. Killing myself here, but it's a free-to-play account in the end game, so I always have to look to see what kind of juicy offers he has. So, okay, all right, that's Warrior Circle. Let's go to, wait, what was this? What was this? Okay, so 5 for 30 euro. So I get 10 for like 100 euro on my, so they get a little discount there because he's never spent before.
I didn't mean to upset you.
He's got the Warrior Circle, the best packs in the game. So I can get like 1 Legendary Skill Tome, 4 Voids for 11. I mean, I don't know. I mean, I know it's good value, but it doesn't seem like that crazy of a deal. I don't know about you guys. All right, let's go into campaign. So this guy, I mean, it's just campaign, but this dude just absolutely decimates Nightmare campaign, unlike almost any champion in the entire game. So let's go 12-3 Nightmare difficulty. And look at this guy. He's going to clean up. We're using him with some food or other champions that we want to level up on his account. But he makes it look so easy. You'd think it was just hard mode, you know? Or freaking normal mode, the way that this guy just wrecks campaign, right? Another nuke. Easy. Easy. He looks so cool too, huh? Thor, man. I can't believe I'm such an idiot, man. On a fusion this important, you'd figure, like, look at him, 13 seconds? That's insane, man. With the fusion, like, the reason I'm kicking myself really is just that, you know, he's good. Do I need him on my account? No. Like, if I didn't have if I wasn't a content creator, if I didn't have a YouTube channel, I would care a lot less about it. But I feel like, yeah, it's partially like my job here to make sure I'm on top of this stuff. And for a champion this cool, this good, frankly, just it's a stupid miss, man. Am
I just the biggest idiot in the world?
All right. Hopefully some of you guys out there, similar to me, missed on this one. So Minnow 15, man, like easy farmer here. Super fast too, you know, like we saw in Nightmare Campaign. The fact that he can come in here and just, I had to speed it up a little bit. When you log in on somebody else's account, it defaults you back to like 1x speed. I'm not sure if you guys have ever done that, if you switched accounts or something like that, or logged in for the first time on a new device. Kind of weird, but whatever. All right, so he goes in there, and again, like just easy minnow farming. So now basically Sir Henry's going to be using Thor, as kind of the lead on all of his mastery farming, right? And maybe you should farm himself up first there, Henry. I want to show you the Hydra team that he is recommending that he's going to be using here. So let me go ahead and show you that. But first, I gotta try him out in the arena real quick, right? So let's do that. Let's run him. Does he have a team like locked and loaded with him already ready to go? No. So let's go ahead and use him on, I don't know. Let's just use him on this team. This looks OP, right? It's funny, right? You play this game for long enough, even free-to-play accounts, you're like, oh yeah, pay to win. I'm sure someone will face him in the arena and say that, right? But let's see what kind of damage he can do here in the arena. I'm excited for this DPS check, because frankly, I have not gone against him in the arena yet. On my account, at least. I don't think, as I said earlier, I don't think he's going to be like live arena. Like, the champions are just so nasty right now. You know who is live arena meta, though, is Odin, in case you didn't notice. Running in a lot of... Okay, nice damage there. He's in Helm Smasher too, so we can take advantage of that for sure. Let's go in with the other AoE. That was the A3, the self-buffing one, which is what we want him to go in with first, right? And then, ooh, that's some really nice damage there. Really nice damage. All right, let's go against another kind of tanky. Let's go against a Harima team, just because she can mitigate that ignore defense, right, with her passive. So let's see. They go first. That's not good. But they attack Marichka. That's fine. All right. Here comes Crixia. Okay. Come on, Thor. Give him a big punch here. Boom. All right. Nice. I gotta say, okay, here's what I love about Thor in the arena. You know, maybe he's not going to be endgame meta, but like he's pretty damn good, because he's got that counter, right? So if you can keep him alive, obviously survivability is going to be a thing here. But I love that he ignores the unkillable and block damage, which can be really annoying. We're talking about, like, if you look at the meta, Siegfried, Alas, both block damage. Nice block damage, you know, that's really big, you know. It really counters 3 of the most popular mythicals out there right now in terms of like block damage is a big thing that they do. Let's go over, let's go for one more here maybe. Let's go against, well, I want to go against kind of a tankier team here, but I don't want to use gems on a free-to-play account. I feel like this is a bad move. I had a video with Boozer once in the, back in the, oh, this right in front of my face, right? Had a video with Boozer back in the day, and I like spent 1 energy or something, and he was like, no! And I was like, oh, and man, even some of you guys in the comments let me have it on that one. So I'm very, very guarded right now about doing anything I'm not supposed to do.
I find myself being stricken with PTSD.
All right, here we go. So I have to say, man, like, again, I feel like his damage is pretty dang good, right? He pairs very well with, even though he buffs himself, he doesn't need the increased attack, but he pairs very well with a Veil champion or somebody who can you know, provide additional protection. If I was going to run him in the arena, I would absolutely run him with Stone Skin as well. Stone Skin Lethal, Stone Skin and Savage, right? So he does get popped off pretty quickly there, but we've got Revive down on Pat here with Lydia and, or excuse me, with Duchess and Marichka's passive. So let's see here. Sun Wu. Always afraid of Rhodos. I did a collab with Cruisin and Scratch and Big Papa Drock on Drock's channel. And we were just lamenting about, like, when you go against Rhodos, I'm sure we've all been there, right? If you played enough Arena, you've been there. If you haven't, you'll be there. But you play enough against Rhodos, And this dude, like, everybody experiences it when you think you've won a battle. Kind of like this, right? A situation like this. And then Rotos just goes off and he just one at a time. Pop, 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 pop. Your whole team's down. So I never, ever, ever anymore. I've learned enough from making that mistake. I never think a battle is over when I'm going against Rotos, the Lost Room, ever, until it's actually over. There it is. All right, guys, let's go ahead and take a look at Hydra real quick. All right, guys, so Sir Henry is running this team. So he's really running a Trunda squad there, but he's utilizing Thor as extra DPS and debuffs, which is interesting. So let's just go ahead and run it. Here's the team that he provided for me. I was thinking a little bit more traditional, but you know what? Actually, let's just quickly test his damage out, right? I'm going to let him run the entire team because I'm not going to sit here and run a 2-hour Trunda team on somebody else's account. But I'm going to go ahead and let's do A3. And again, like 80K, nothing too crazy there. Trunda goes in. Let's come back over here. So I guess with all these resets, are we just simply pounding away with the A2 relentlessly here? Let's see. Let's see how the team works. All right. Speed boost. Come back in there with Lydia. Come back in there with the A2. He lost his buffs. And I guess just A1 there. All right. Man, I feel like Trunda's not really packing that huge of a punch here. Right? All right, let's go in with the A2 now, I guess. Oh, his A2 really smacks, huh? Ooh, okay. All right. He didn't even self-buff at that point. His buffs were stolen, but that won't happen again. So now let's go in. Let's actually go. Well, now he has increased attack. Nah, let's not go A2. Let's go with his that A3 or that A2, excuse me, smacks. The A3 is nice for the buffs and the decreased speed. But we already have a couple up decreased speed. I want to try that again damage-wise. 1.8, 1.1. Oh, yeah. Okay, that's the real deal. That's going to change a lot of accounts in terms of the damage they're able to put up, right? That's really solid. We've got 3 Spirit Affinities, too, here, so things are looking really good. All right, so now we got decapitated heads galore. Unfortunately, Lydia goes right before one of our resets does. Let's get in Crixia. Okay, at least we can self-buff. So we're looking at, like, that wasn't that bad. 200 to 500K. Let's see what he can do against some decapitated debuffed heads here. So let's take a look at the total damage number. Trunda, no one can touch Trunda, right? So Trunda, 13 million damage there, right? Yeah, let's just use it. And then A2, and then, all right, so let's go. 33 million to 40 million. Not bad. Not bad. 8 million, I mean, compared to freaking Trunda, sure. But that was really solid. I'm really impressed with this guy. I can't imagine 99% of players out there not being able to use that kind of damage with the decreased speed somewhere. Or excuse me, on one of their 3 Hydra Clan Boss teams. I can't imagine, right? I mean, there's a lot of good damage dealers out there, no doubt about it. But that is really, really solid here. I mean, 7 turns, 46 million. Not bad. Let's keep it going. Just one more AoE, right? I wanted to see. So this lineup isn't quite as good, obviously, but I love that he brings the decreased speed too, you know. I probably mentioned it 20 times now, but I'm a fan, clearly.
I want to hear you say it loud.
So now we finally get to use his A1. So his A1 was all right. Keep in mind, as you just saw, no War Master on him. So we just have the Helm Smasher. Nature's Wrath and the Blessing. We did take a Poison Cloud to the face. I guess no real... We kind of got out of rotation a little bit there, and no block debuffs, but we can still get some damage here, man, hopefully. Let's Dance of Time again here. All right, let's see what he can do with just A2. Like, how much... can we do through the poison cloud? Not bad. Not bad. All right, guys. Well, the good damage check. I'm going to see if Sir Henry does end up using this team on this difficulty. I want to show you the end result here, so I'll ask him for the screenshot, and I'll put that on the screen, well, right now, if he does end up using this squad, so you guys can see the total result from this battle. But overall, man, I've given you my impressions on Thor. I've lamented and complained about how I missed out on this dude. I'm jealous of everybody out there who has him, but I did want to do a video on him. I wanted to share my top 3 builds for him. As I said, Slayer, as well as Merciless in the build that we see, and or Stone Skin if you want to use him in the arena, and just really congratulate anybody who has their hands on this guy. Let me know where else that you use him on your account. He died there, but we have a reviver on the team, so we're going to be good. Let me know, guys. Did I miss out on a real goodie? Let me know. Let me feel bad about it in the comments below. Much love, guys, and as always, take care.